Hi, my name is Mark Schuman, and I'm the Executive Vice President of the Connecticut Academy of Family Physicians. We are here for the 2014 Scientific Symposium, and as our guest, we have Dr. Wanda Filer from the AFP Board of Directors, and she has participated in our meeting by installing her officers and also presenting a CME lecture. Today, I'm going to ask Dr. Filer a few questions about her role nationally and some questions as it pertains to her personal life. Dr. Filer, thank you for coming.
My pleasure. It's been a great day.
Great. What prompted you to get involved in the Academy, both on the state level and the national level?
Well, Mark, several years ago I was working in my local community in Pennsylvania, and I was doing some media work as well as a lot of public health and some policy work. And I got a phone call and an invitation to come and get involved with the Pennsylvania Academy, and never had really thought about doing that. But I think when members reach out to one another, you need to listen to that. And so they actually asked me to be on the board for my region, and I got involved in the Pennsylvania Academy. I loved it. I found a second home, a second family, if you will, and I really enjoyed the policy and the realization that not only can I take care of people in my office, but I can have a broader impact by working with a group of colleagues. And that's really what's driven me on to both state and national work.
Great. What role do you see the state chapters playing?
I think the role of the state chapters is probably more important today than it ever has been. We have this momentum in family medicine moving forward, but we cannot expect national alone to do it. And there are issues unique to states, but there's also much broader issues. So we need everybody's voice. We need strong state chapters and everybody kind of pulling in one direction to get family medicine and really the health of this country where we know it needs to go.
You've been on the board for the last 3 years. How have you managed to stay involved with your practice?
Well, I work at a federally qualified health center down in York, Pennsylvania. I actually moved into that role about 3 years ago. I see patients whenever I'm in town. As much as I can. I have a cohort of patients that are my continuity patients, and I've taken care of them, most of them for 10 or 15 years. And so whenever I can, I do all my routine visits when I'm in town. I have good colleagues who work with me, and they will cover and do refills. But now that my electronic health record is on my iPad, that helps too. I was on a phone call this morning about a patient.
I'm sure you've traveled the country over the last so many years. And I would think a hot button issue is the SGR. What could be done to change the SGR?
SGR is one of those, the sword of Damocles, if you will, that's riding over all of us, and it's something the Academy has been working on very hard. We issue call to actions to members on a regular basis, and my worry is that people will get tired of this. We've all been tired of it, but we can't give up. This is too important. It's the viability of our practices. So I would ask, we will continue to advocate vociferously for repeal of this and trying to think about a more logical way to pay for Medicare. But when we issued a call to action to members, even though they're tired, we need them to keep doing it. Congress is tired of it, so we're hopeful that they'll get so tired and they'll finally find some political will to do something.
Based on your answer, I may know how you're going to answer this next question, but if you could snap your fingers, have her done right away, what might you add, subtract, revise, change as it pertains to the AFP?
Believe it or not, I think it would probably go more to student issues. I think that we need to refocus our GME dollars to something that supports primary care residency programs, reduces student debt, and I would, if I could snap my fingers right now, I would have at least 40% of U.S. medical students going into family medicine. Not just primary care, but family medicine. I think it's the workforce this country needs, and with that huge onslaught of students and new physicians taking care of this country, I think a lot of the payment problems, suddenly you are an absolute force that you cannot ignore. We're already getting to that point, but we would be unstoppable.
Dr. Filer, you walk in an elevator, and you have 4 family physicians that aren't members of the Academy. What would be your pitch to them?
My pitch to them would be that the time for family medicine is now, that we are better together, that I know there's a lot of challenges. I deal with them in my own practice every day, but that we are stronger together in teams than we are separated and kind of pulling in different directions. And tell them that for me, the Academy has been hope. It's been a place to show opportunity and to see the excitement of family medicine, and it's been, as I said, a second family. And I would really hope that they would come on board because they're missing great opportunity.
You're hosting a dinner party, and you could have 6 people at this dinner party. Who would they be? Whether you know these people or not.
Okay, dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive. Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Edison, Amelia Earhart, Steve Jobs, probably Jonas Salk, and Mahatma Gandhi.
What do you do for fun?
I travel. I love to travel internationally, domestically. So being on the board is perfect for me, but I love to travel and see new cultures and meet lots of people, go to some of those World Heritage sites. I love the history, and I like to be able to kind of learn from other things that have gone before.
Well, you've certainly worked extremely hard on the behalf of all family physicians throughout the country, so you deserve some fun. Thank you for being with us in Connecticut. We certainly are honored to have you here.
It's my pleasure.
Great.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation.
You got it.